Hello, friends, and welcome to Sales Funnel Tuesday. I'm your host, Kerry, Knoll, and thank you so much for tuning into today's episode, ClickFunnels 2.0 Pages Walkthrough for August 2022. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and if you like this video and get some good value out of it, please hit the like or thumbs up as well, whether you're watching this on YouTube, LinkedIn, or on Facebook. And as always, please feel free to share this with anyone who might benefit from it or find it of interest. And as always, also please leave me any comments that you may have, whether it's questions, concerns, or even if you don't know what to say, even if you just want to say hi, I'd appreciate that. So let me share with you what I have here on my screen. So over here, I'm inside of my ClickFunnels 2.0 dashboard. This is what it looks like when you initially log in. And it basically has, a little bit of information, total sales, total leads, checklist of things to do to get your site live, etc. So all this is here for the taking, but there is this button here that says create. So this is like a little shortcut to quickly create a blog post or a page. So if I clicked on this, it would also take me over to the page pages area, which you can also get to over here under site and funnels. So if we click on that, then we have right now a very limited selection of opportunities here. We have overview, blog, pages, and domains. And of course, this comes up as well. Welcome to our site overview. With addressing me, explaining what exactly you can all do, show me what I can do from here. I'm just going to close that off for now. So we can see our workspace here initially from our overview, so we can see which workspace we have available to us currently. And then, of course, you can create multiple workspaces, which is very, very cool. You can see how many people are logged in working on that workspace, etc. But I'm not really here to show you all that right now. Right now, I'm here to show you and talk a little bit about pages. So if we click on pages, and it brings up just basically a listing, all right, of all the pages that you may have. So standalone pages, right now we have a member login page that I believe was created and generated from the initial workspace by default. From here, we can literally clone the page. We can go into edit the page itself like normal. If we had a bunch of pages here, we have the ability to search, just type it in, we can filter, we can sort, etc. They have another shortcut link here to add a new page if we click on that. Before we do that, there is 3 headings here, right? We have standalone pages, theme pages, and site pages. Under theme pages, we actually will see quite a few loaded here. These are all template pages, not found, home, coming soon, blog search, blog post, blog category, blog template, checkout template, product template, collection list, store template, courses lesson, courses section, course sections, course template, courses template, the member login template, which you saw as a standalone pretty much, and the customer center. All these were created when this initial workspace was developed, and so all these are just basically not much here, if anything at all, except for the customer center page. And what we can do is we can edit these, or we can delete them or clone them, or whatever the case may be. And then we have site pages. And under site pages right now, we don't have anything. We just have an example page. So we have these 3 different categories of different types of pages. And then, of course, like we talked about, we can click on Add New Page. So if we click Add New Page, it will give us some templates that are not fully functional yet. They're not all in here for ClickFunnels 2.0 yet, except for the member login. There might be a customer center page. I can't remember for sure. Yeah, the customer center page is here as well. But you can see all those that we've got in that theme page list are all here, although there's no real templates there yet. And then under, on page 2, we just have one more example page, right? So there's just those available to us. If we want to create a member login page, we can click on that and it'll load it up. And we want to create a customer center page, we can click on it, it will load it up as well. And then we have categories on the left-hand side. We have all my funnel pages, opt-in, thank you, sales, order, upsell, OTO, downsell, order confirmation, webinar registration, webinar confirmation, and broadcast room. So this might look a little familiar to you. This is what it kind of is laid out like across the top in ClickFunnels 1.0 with the specific type of pages you can actually create. So because this is on the all, this is everything we have. It doesn't really have anything else under each one of these individually. As I don't believe there's nothing more than what you see here and what's available to us. So what we can also do is we can start from blank, which we would normally do if you are really good with what you do with ClickFunnels. And then we can give it a name, and we can say, you know, this is just a test page, and we can give it a description, what have you, and then we can actually give it a page URL. If left blank, the title will be used for the URL of your page. So what's cool about that is if this was, you know, my blog post, you know, let's say it was something else like, you know, trying to think of something that would make sense, but if we did like how to play air guitar, I don't know. But what's cool is it's automatically making the slug for the page URL here with hyphens, so it's very SEO friendly and SEO ready to go. So that's really, really nice, and you don't have to do anything with that. So if I click on that again, where did it go? It went away from me. Okay, so test, and then we have test, and we click on it, tells you if the URL is available to use, and we can click create page. Once we click create page, it loads up the editor like we have been familiar with in the past, although the new editor is very, very much more robust than before. We have layout, my assets, pop-ups, code, settings, and we have, you know, views on desktop and mobile. Of course, we have undo, redo. We can visually check it out. We can save it, etc. And it starts with adding a brand new section with a blank page. So of course we can decide what we want to do: full page, wide, small, medium, extra small, flex container, which is very cool. It's something new. And then from there we can add elements, right? So it's prompting us right away what to do next. In this case, we could just, you know, say we want to do a headline or a paragraph or an image or video, etc. So if we clicked on video, it should have added it. Oh, it's adding weird stuff going on. Okay, so flex container is a little different. I haven't used it before. But what we can do is we can click on add new section. We go full page instead, and then normally we would see this, which is the rows. So we have 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, 5 column, 6 columns, and then of course flex container again. So if we wanted just to have 1 column row, and then we wanted to put a video in there, there we go. That's how it should be looking, and that's how it would, you know, go from there. So with the flex container, I'm going to just remove that because it's kind of messed things up, and then we can keep on adding elements as we see fit. We can add a headline, you know, we can keep on building out our page however we want, and then we can just quickly save it. And then from there, we can click on this preview button, and it'll load up a new tab with the actual view of the page, just like before in ClickFunnels 1.0. And there it is. It's nothing special. Right now, there's no video loaded up behind it because there's no video in the video holder right here. So we don't have anything in there, so therefore it doesn't show it. But that is pretty much, you know, some of the basics to creating a separate page. But what's cool about it is we're not as restricted as we were before. We have a lot more flexibility with what we can do with the pages. We can also use the universal section, or whatever you want to call it, so that you can utilize those elements over and over again on each and every page going forward. You can see all your pages over here on the right. If you want to go ahead and edit a different page, like member login, I can click on that. It brings up this particular page. I do have SEO. I can edit the SEO for this page, so it's more SEO friendly. We can then go ahead and do things like look at the versions, but there's no versions here yet. This is the current version, and then we can pin this page to the site pages in the editor if we want to. There's a lot of cool stuff that can be done here. And then, of course, we can just click on it itself. By clicking on it, will take us back into the editor where we can go ahead and play around with all the elements and sections, rows, etc., and build out the page however we want. So that is how the pages is working, but I did want to walk you through that in case you were wondering. And you know, there's no real limit to how many pages you can add, what kind of pages you can add, etc. And then you can templateize them and add them to any of your workspaces going forward. All right, so I appreciate you guys for showing up. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification. And if you like this video and got some good value out of it, please hit the like or thumbs up as well. I'd really, really appreciate it, whether you're watching this on LinkedIn, YouTube, or on Facebook. And as always, feel free to share this with anyone who might benefit from it or find it of interest. And finally, leave me a comment or question. And if you're not sure what to say, just even if you want to say hi, I would appreciate knowing and acknowledging that you're out there watching and tuning in each and every day. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you again back here real soon. Take care.